Do you guys think it's sad how genuinely excited I get for these videos? No one answered that. We are back with what is possibly my favourite ever video to film. We are about to blindly choose our February TBR. It has been a hot minute since I have done this video. Let me tell you, I'm excited. It's got hair on it. Okay, no, that's just staying there. That's fine. I am about to pick the 8 books that I am going to be reading in February. I'm a little nervous. Sometimes this goes great for me, other times not so much. It is, of course, February. I kind of want to do a romance video, reading romance books. I'm not totally sure what that video is going to be yet. I might do a 24-hour readathon. I might do a just like reading as many as possible in a week. If you've got a preference, let me know. I kind of feel like people might have a preference. Let me know what you would like to see, or if you would even like a romance video. I don't read tons of romance books. I definitely read them. I think it was like my 3rd most read genre last year, but it's been a while since we've just read like a bunch, so I thought that would be fun. But obviously I'm not in control of my TBR. I tried to put a fair amount of romances in here, but it's up to the random number generator what we're gonna get, so fingers crossed we get some romances. I'm gonna do that video either way, but if I can get them also on my monthly TBR, that would help things. But I think without further ado, we are just going to get right on into it. We have books 1 through 30 and we're going to randomly pick. Okay, I have put 1 through 30 on the number generator. It has 10 on there. It always just randomly has a number when you pull it up. But we are going to pick our first book. Are you ready? Number 2. Okay, be something good. This is on the shorter side, so it could be romance. Could equally be literary fiction. Would not mind either. I'm nervous. I feel like I haven't done this in actually so long. Please do me solid. Do me something good. Is it good, guys? I feel like I recognise this cover. Me and the number generator. We're on the same wavelength. Yes, thank you very much. Hang on, shut up. Sorry, that was rude. This is possibly the best pick I could have had. Because not only is it a romance, and I just said I wanted to film a romance video, it's one I'm so excited for. I've never read an Ashley Poston book and I know people love her. More importantly, I know this is a lot of people's favourites. Best believe I'm excited. This is a magical realism romance book. Never read one of those before. And it's something to do with a woman in her flat, and there's a guy, but he's from the past, and they have like a romance, and I think he appears every now and again. I don't know. I'm excited. This is actually such a good first pick, and she's little. She's just over 300 pages, which is perfect because I have big book fear. Love that. That is the first book going on our February. Oh my gosh, February already. February TBR. Okay, immediately happy. Best start we possibly could have got off to. Let's pick another number. Number 9. Ooh. Oh, I should have said as well, if some of the paper is a bit beat up, it's because I'm reusing the paper from last time, or like most of it is reusing. So if some of them look like they've already been opened and then resealed, that is why. Book number 9. Genuine anxiety right now. Okay, please be something good. Why was that so difficult? Ready? Oh, it's a matte cover. I always try to figure them out. I don't know why. Is that the right way around? No, it's not. Hang on a minute. No, the number generator is nicing me. I wanted to read this for a hot minute. This is not a romance, but I don't mind. This is Mexican Gothic. This is, I don't know, honestly. I think it's a horror. I've heard it's scary. I very nearly read it in my 24-hour thriller horror readathon, and I ended up picking Carrie, being like, oh my gosh, Carrie's gonna be so scary. So many people told me that this is scarier than Carrie, and to be fair, Carrie actually wasn't that scary, but people have said that this one is like actually scary, so I'm scared. This is something to do with a socialite, and then I think she gets a letter from her newlywed cousin, and it says they're begging to be rescued from a mysterious doom, and I think it's to do with like a haunted house. something along those lines. I really haven't read that much horror, and I'm not sure I've ever actually read a book with a haunted house. I think it could be vibey, and a few people who have quite similar book taste to me loved this book. I'm also glad we have a mix. I was scared I was going to have a repeat of October's TBR, if you know you know, where I got literally all of one genre. So I'm glad we don't just have all romances. We're actually steaming through these, which is scary. We're going to pick book number 3. 21. Oh, it's a bigger book. Well, I say bigger, like in the grand scheme of things. It's not like a 700-page fantasy, but bigger than the last 2, which were quite small. Pick me something good. I think I know what this is, because I don't have that many books with broken spine. Is this Writers and Lovers? Yes. Oh, I'm a genius. Cool. Not mad about this choice at all. Technically kind of a romance in that it's published and like sold as a romance. For some reason I thought this was signed. It's not. There's just a picture of geese. I actually did start this. I read about, I don't know, maybe 40-ish pages when I was in France on holiday with my friends. My friend also was reading it. We were like gonna buddy read it, and then she read the whole thing, and then I was just not in a reading mood for like once in my life. So I didn't end up finishing it, but I was really liking it. But I feel like it's way more of a literary fiction. It's kind of sold as a love triangle, so it's between this girl and these 2 guys, and I think her mum had just died, but it was way more to do with that side of the story. And it is sold as a romance, but my friend Sophie finished it, and she said as well that it's definitely a literary fiction. But it's sold as a romance, so it's maybe a little bit of both. But the tiny bit I read, I was really, really vibing with. Although I remember there was loads of restaurant talk, like kitchen talk, and I was really tired on this holiday. I was just like knackered, and I could not get my head around the kitchen talk. But I think going in when I'm not like, I was about to say jet lagged, I was in France. I was not jet lagged. The time difference is like an hour. I don't know. I think going back in, I just think I'm gonna like it because I was vibing with the writing style. Okay, that is our 3rd book. We have another 5 to go. Okay, the next book is, oh, I missed the button. 27. Down here. This is another thin one, so it could be a romance, could equally be a thriller, could equally be a literary fiction. I'm gonna stop guessing. Should I look at this one first, just to mix it up a bit? Yeah, let's do that. I've only opened that much, but I know exactly what this is. Oh my gosh, it's not romance. That side of it's not going very well, but I'll show you guys. Do you guys know what it is? Probably not. It's Eileen by Ottessa Moshfegh. This is her debut. She's the author of My Year of Rest and Relaxation, which was my favourite book of last year. So excited to read more from her. I consider her now one of my favourite authors, but I've only read 1 book, so it feels a little bit disingenuous. So my goal this year is to read literally all of her books. Literally all of them. And then I can truly say that she's one of my favourite authors. I just think I'm going to adore this. This one follows Eileen. I'm assuming that's Eileen. She works in a prison, I think, and then this woman, Rebecca, comes in, and I think Eileen becomes like a bit obsessed with her. And I, say it with me, love a woman obsessed story. I assume if it's anything like My Year of Rest and Relaxation, it's going to be unlikable characters, character study, all vibes, no plot, that kind of thing. All my buzzwords, you know I love that kind of thing. Okay, we're halfway through. That's sad, that went so quickly. Okay, picking our next book, we are gonna have book number 30. This is Notes on Execution. Oh yeah. This is stacking up to be a great TBR, although I can't lie, very little romance on there. Nonetheless, this is I guess maybe a thriller. I think it's more of like a general fiction. I think it's something to do with a man who, is he on death row? Yeah, it says he's scheduled to die in 12 hours, but this isn't his story. It's the story of the women. It says a mother, a sister, and a detective reckon with the choices that culminate in tragedy. I haven't heard too many reviews on this, although I do know it's quite a popular book. Should we have a quick look at the Goodreads? Okay, high average. It's got a 4.07 and it's got 111,000 ratings. So that is pretty good actually. This is more popular than I realised. I have a feeling I'm really going to enjoy it. I'm not sure I've ever read a book quite like this, but yeah, high hopes. Okay, we're once again referring to the random number generator and our next book is going to be number 1. Wait, that's so weird. We had 30 and now we have 1. That's fun. Okay, ready? Next up we have, what colour is that? Is that black? Have we got a thriller? I'm thinking thriller. Oh! I forgot this was in here. Okay, this is fun. This actually is a romance, right? This is After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is one of her older books. I think the plot of this sounds so interesting. So we're basically following a couple, Lauren and Ryan. They met in college and they got married, like really, really happy marriage. And then I think it says like things are going wrong, they're not happy anymore. And then they decide to take a full year break. And I think basically they can do anything they want in that year. So they can travel, they can, I guess, see other people, like they can literally do anything, but the only rule is that they can't speak to each other for a whole year. But I'm pretty sure this is a romance, or like way more romancy than her other ones, like her more recent like kind of fame series. I don't actually know if there's like a word for that. Also, she has a new book coming out, which kind of passed me completely by, and I think it's about astronauts, which is very fun. No idea when that comes out, but I probably will end up pre-ordering it because I've read a few of her books now. I've read Carrie Soto, One True Loves, which is also one of her older ones, Seven Husbands. Is that it? Have I only read 3? I'm sure I've read another one. I have really enjoyed all of them. So she hasn't missed for me yet. So I'm very excited. And this plot just sounds so unique to me. And again, despite being from such a popular author, I haven't actually heard any reviews of this. So I'm kind of going in blind, which is fun. If you have read it, let me know your thoughts. It's like the timeline jumps around a lot as well. So yeah, that'll be fun. I love her writing. Happy with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 2 left. I'm kind of tempted for the last pick to just let myself pick randomly. I don't know, I'll think about it. But for now, back to the number generator, we are going for number 14, that's my lucky number. Happy with that. Okay. This is a much bigger one as well. Book number 14 had better be a good one because let me tell you, it's my lucky number. And my lucky number never lets me down. Lucky number 14 is... This is actually a chunky book. That way up? Wait, I'm getting such deja vu. This is Watching You by Lisa Jewell. I swear the last time we did this, I opened... Am I losing my mind? I'm sure this is true. The last time we did this, I opened number 14 and it was also a Lisa Jewell book. And I remember saying, of course, number 14 is a Lisa Jewell book. So happy with this. Cool. This is Watching You by Lisa Jewell. This was actually on a TBR really recently. It wasn't last month. I think it might have been the month before that. If you have never been here before, hi, welcome. I love Lisa Jewell. I am a fangirl through and through. I talk about her books a lot. She just writes thriller how I like them written. They have a real literary, like emotional depth to them. I just really, really like them. This is one that I have never heard of before. She did sign it for me. I've never heard of this one at all, but the font is huge, so I'm going to fly through this. But it's something to do with, I don't know if the book is written in second person, but the blurb is. I think it is just the blurb. But it's about this woman who, it's like a woman obsessed story again, I think. So this TBR is actually shaping up to be great. I'm so excited for this one. Although we are kind of lacking romance, but whatever. Anyway, we're following this woman and I think she becomes a bit obsessed with the guy next door who is a head teacher at the local school and twice her age. Well, it says twice your age, but I'm pretty sure the main character is a woman. It says, you never dreamed that your innocent crush might become your deadly obsession. I think this is one of her slightly older ones. This was published... Oh, 2018, not that old. But I've read a bunch of her books. I've read The Family Upstairs, The Family Remains, None of This Is True, The Night She Disappeared. I'm sure I've read more than that, but I've read minimum 4 and I've really enjoyed all of them. I love her writing style. More than happy to have a Lisa Jewell book on the TBR. Okay, we're on to the last one. I kind of just want to pick randomly. because I always let the random number generator pick, and I genuinely have no idea what's in any of these because I like shuffled them all out before I wrote the numbers on. So I might just do that. What is calling to me? 17 is kind of calling to me. I really like numbers with 7s and 4s in them because I like how I write the number 7 and 4. I don't know why. Maybe I'll pick one of these 3. Okay, I'm gonna pick either 4, 7, or 14. Shall I just shuffle them and then pick one at random? Number 4. Okay, we're going for this one. I kind of hope it's a romance, so I can do my romance video, but I guess we'll see. I'm so sad this is the final book. I always look so forward to filming these videos, and then they go so quickly. Anyway, you ready? Book number 8 is... Is it that way up? Nope. We are on a wavelength, I'm telling you. We have a romance. Not only do we have a romance, we have a Hannah Bonam-Young, which I'm very excited for. I did kind of want to read Out on a Limb first, which I think is in here somewhere. This is something to do with these two people are trying to adopt their younger siblings. They decide to move in together to like help each other out, I guess. So it's kind of them grappling with becoming new parents, but also the romance between them two. But I have heard that the like romance to plot ratio is really good. So there's like a big like strong plot going on as well, which is absolutely perfect for me. Guys, this TBR is absolutely banging. No, I'm not gonna lie to you, I am so unbelievably happy with this TBR. I think this is actually such a great selection of books. We've got a few of the romances that I wanted, so we can definitely do that video. Might have to include a couple others, but that's fine, we can do that. Again, let me know which romance video you would like to see, or if you have a different idea for some sort of like romance style video, something for Valentine's Day. I just thought it'd be fun. We also have a good selection. I've got some literary fiction, I've got some thriller. Right, let's do a quick little recap of everything I'm reading. But honestly, me and the random number generator, we were on a wavelength today. This is the most excited I've been for a TBR in a hot minute. Okay, first up we have The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Then we have Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno-Garcia. Then we have Writers and Lovers by Lily King. Eileen by Ottessa Moshfegh. Notes on an Execution by Danya Kukafka. After I Do by Jenkins Reid. Watching You by Jewell. And finally, Next of Kin by Hannah Bonam-Young. I am so freaking excited. I have got some authors in here that I love, like some actual favourite authors. We've got Ottessa Moshfegh, Jenkins Reid, Jewell, and then I have a bunch of authors that I've never read from. But genuinely, this is one of the best TBRs I've had in a long time. Let me know down below if you've read any of these, if you liked them, if you didn't, let me know your thoughts, let's have a little chat. But as of right now, having not started any of them, the highest of hopes for this month's reading, like genuinely. We have come to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new, you should probably subscribe. You should probably stick around. It just makes logistical sense. You know? Like the video, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. I love you, goodbye!